2002 Honda Accord. Customer complaint is vehicle is failing to pick up, meaning he's accelerating but car is not picking up. He brought it to me. Check engine light is on, and let's just see if we can. This is what I noticed. Key on. Check engine light is on, and started. Since it's complaining about trans, I'm gonna put it in reverse, and I get a violently shake from the trans. Now I'm going to drive, reverse again, drive again. I don't know if you heard the clunking or not. So I'm gonna put it in reverse again. There, park. Another thing I noticed when I was scanning, let's see, when I was scanning the car, this is what I noticed. 11.4, alternator is not charging. Let me retry, exit. Let me pull up the codes. So these are the code I got: 1298, 0135, 0141, and P0700. And look at the battery voltage. It's decreasing. I'm gonna turn the lights on. Lights are dim. There you go. See, the voltage went down. Another thing I noticed when I was turning the key on, I did not see a battery light coming on. So let's look at the codes and see what we find. So let's go by the laptop. Okay, so the code that really stuck out to me, the ELD, voltage high, and then O2 heater circuit for both sensor 1 and 2, and then automatic transmission. So let's look at the wiring schematic and see what we're looking at here, especially this code, ELD voltage high, and then and all these, see if they're related to each other or not. So let me pull up some wiring diagrams. So here's a wiring schematic for bank air fuel sensor, and then secondary O2. We're looking at the heater part of the circuit, because remember, it's faulting for heater failure, and same thing with sensor to heater. So let's see how is this tied up together. So I have a feeling it connects to the same fuse. So if we follow, let me undo this. If we follow the circuit right here, black and white and black and yellow wire. Let's go over here. That goes to the ECM, and this wire, if you follow that, goes to the little point over here, and then it goes to that junction right here. If you follow this, goes to fuse 615 amp. So let's see if the second sensor is tied up with it or not. Undo this, let's do this. So that's a heater circuit we're going, and if we go follow this, goes to ECM. If we follow this wire, goes up this way, follow that, goes up here, so up here again, goes to the heater, that goes to ECM as well. Now let's see, heater failure and a heater circuit. Okay, now why is this related to that? So closes. Okay, so they're not tied together. Okay, so let's look at the charging system. See, why do we not have the battery light coming on the dash? So let me pull that diagram up. Okay, so this is the alternator right here. This is a charging indicator light. We follow the wire that goes to fuse 615 amp. So let's go to power distribution and see what this fuse feeds. It's got that little arrow sticking out, so it feeds more than just that. So let's go to that diagram. That'll be under driver's under dash. Okay, so let's go to power distribution box. Okay, so this is a 2.3, and this is the driver power distribution box. It's located under dash by driver side, and this is a fuse 615 amp. So it feeds different system over here according to this diagram. So it does feed this evap system cruise control, so we can see if the cruise control works or not, if the light comes on or not. And then look at that, heated oxygen sensor relay, so it feeds that. So maybe that's why it was not coming on for the primary sensor, which makes sense. Okay, and then look at this one, that's a sensor too. Then it goes to ELD. Remember, we have ELD code as well, so that's a unit right there. Second, the transmission on automatic, when we put in reverse, how jerky car feels, clunks, that's a mount right there. So it's controlled electronically, keep that in mind. And then if you follow this again, evap, primary, alternator, another one right there, manual trans and automatic trans. So look at that, the PCM TCM is all together in one unit, and that is partially powered by this fuse as well. Again, we have automatic transmission malfunction code as well. So let's find that fuse and see what's going on with it. Okay, that's the driver side of it. And fuse, let's see, where's that at? Fuse 6, right there, fuse 6. All it says cruise control. So let's verify that if we have a cruise control light as well or not. So, start that. Yep, no cruise control light. Okay, let's go check the fuse. 1 2 3 4 5 6, that's a 15 amp fuse, which that's what we're looking for. Let's pull this out, see what the heck is going on. Okay, and oh yeah, it looks like it's blowing. Wow. So look at the fuse, the way it blew, it looks like it's a dead short, like there was a short circuit. I'm not sure if the short is still there or not. So let me put a test light there and see if my test light glows or not. So let me grab a test light. Okay, so here's my setup. Put both of my wires here, a connection lead, and this is a 2 amp bulb. I'm gonna start it up and let's see what happens with the bulb. Let's look at the intensity of the bulb. Okay, so the camera shows the bulb is bright, but it's not, it's dim actually. So remember, this fuse, it's powering a lot of circuits, and maybe this circuit is finding ground through solenoids that's not active yet or whatnot, but fuse is consuming something. This is why there was a 15 amp fuse. So if it was a dead short, this bulb would be much brighter. Let's see if you have an alternator light or not, battery light or not. So yep, there it goes. So the battery light just came on. Wow, so the battery died. So I'm gonna have to jump that now. So let me jump that, jump the car, and see what's going on under the hood side of it. All right, so this is what I noticed when I was trying to jump the battery. Look at this. This is how I found it, and this is a part solenoid. Looks like rodent damage, whatnot. So one of this wire, I believe it was just hitting the metal part of the car, and that may have caused the fuse to be blowing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my test light right over here, and we'll look at the intensity of the bulb as soon as I rub this wire against the chassis, see what happens to it. Yeah, let me get that set up. Okay, so see the bulb is lightly glowing right now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take, I believe it's a black wire, and touch it to the ground. See if it glows. Yep, there you go. See it? So yes, this is it. So I'm gonna fix that. Put a 15 amp fuse there where the bulb is right now. I'm gonna put the 15 amp fuse there, fix that, jump the car, we'll clear the codes, and this car should be good to go. Let me do this. Let me put 15 amp fuse in and jump the car. Since the short is not active, the fuse is gonna be okay. All right, so let's do that. Let me put 15 amp fuse there.